What's up everyone, it is Lucas here, back with another car review. Today I present to you this 2016 Ford Grand C-Max. For today's video, I am out here in Saint-Dizier in France bringing you this particular C-Max. As always, we will start it up, show you the engine, as well as show you around the interior and the exterior of the car. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This particular Grand C-Max does have the smart key access system located on the driver as well as the passenger's side door handles. To use it, all you need to do is have the key fob on you. As you can see, the car is currently unlocked. To lock it, touch this indentation. Car locks, mirrors fold in. And to unlock it, just touch behind the handle. And the car unlocks and the mirrors fold out. This Grand C-Max has a black exterior with a gray cloth interior. Optional 6-speed manual transmission. And also, along with the smart key access system, this Grand C-Max does have push button start. To start it, all you need to do is have the key fob on you, put your foot on the clutch, hit the button to start. You have that diesel engine power to life. This particular Grand C-Max has 53,000 kilometers. Alright, let's go ahead and cut on the headlights. They are automatic, as well as the fog lights and hazards. All 4 windows are fully automatic. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the exterior of the Grand C-Max. And also, if you exit the vehicle with the key fob on you while it's running, the interior will chime to let you know about that. Around the exterior, you'd have body-colored door handles as well as side mirrors with your turn signal indicators. You do also have sliding rear doors on the Grand C-Max, which is a really cool touch that I've always found neat about these vehicles. Around back, you have a third brake light, radio antenna up top. Here are your tail lights, C-Max badging, your tow hook, rear parking assist, and your rear fog light. This Grand C-Max rides on Continental Conti Premium Contact 2 tires. They are 215/55 R16, so I have 16-inch alloy wheels. Your fuel cap is on the passenger's side. Just push to open. And it is a capless fuel filler in typical Ford fashion. Up front, halogen headlights, fog lamps down below, as well as the chrome front grille on the Grand C-Max. Alright, let's go ahead and pop the hood.
This Grand C-Max is powered by a 1.6-liter single overhead cam, 8 valves, turbo diesel inline 4-cylinder engine. It produces 114 horsepower at 3,600 RPM and 177 pound-feet of torque between 1750 and 2,500 RPM. It does 0 to 60 in 12.3 seconds and has a top speed of 112 miles an hour or 180 kilometers an hour. It has a 60-liter or 15.8 gallon fuel tank and is estimated to get 5.7 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 4.4 highway, and 4.9 combined. In miles per gallon, that is 41 city, 53 highway, and 48 combined. The Grand C-Max is front-wheel drive. As far as transmission options, it is available with a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic. This particular one has the manual. To shift into reverse, pull the little tab under the shifter and push it all the way to the left and up. Upon putting it into reverse, the rear parking sensors automatically activate.
Coming back inside, you do get an 8-way manual driver's seat. You have your slide down here, height adjustment, as well as recline, and then your lumbar adjustment over on the other side, over here. Over here on the passenger side, it basically just mirrors the driver's side, also an 8-way manual driver's seat. Alright, So let's go ahead, do a few revs, and see how it sounds. I can't rev it much because it's only at operating temperature, but it's enough to do a little one. But it's a good sounding diesel engine in my opinion. Alright, let's go ahead and shut the door, as well as roll the window up. Starting over here on your infotainment screen, you can see you do have a few different settings. You've got your Bluetooth phone settings right here, and there's currently no phone connected. Right over here, you got your navigation settings. Right over here, you can view your map. You can set a destination, go to the menu, all that kind of stuff. Also got a little home button right over here. You got your radio settings. Right here, you got your climate control settings, but you can also control them from down here. Right over here, you can go to your info, go through all of your info, and right over here, your settings. You can also take a shortcut to them up there. Right down here below your infotainment screen, you got your tuning buttons, seek track buttons, volume knob, as well as power knob for the radio. You got your different sources, your sound settings, your eject button, as well as display. Also got your hazard button right over here. Right over here, you have dual zone automatic climate control. Just turn it off right here. Got all your temperature showing on the display, fan speed buttons, temperature settings for the driver and passenger, your AC, front and rear defrost, as well as right here, you got your different zones, AC. It's pretty convenient. Down below that, auto start stop system, got your power trunk release. You can close it back up. Got your parking sensor controls, as well as your automatic parking system. Down below that, you got coin storage, a 12-volt power outlet, then more storage, also with cup holders, also adjustable. Right over here, you got your parking brake. Right here, got some storage, as well as a USB port, auxiliary input, and SD card slot. Glove. Glove box contains all your owner's literature. The steering wheel is a 3-spoke design, leather-wrapped steering wheel. You got sport grips up top, loud horn. Over here on the left, you got your buttons to control the display up on the gauge cluster. On the right, you've got your audio settings, volume, as well as seek track buttons and calls. Right here, you got your cruise control settings. To the left, you've got your turn signal stock as well as high beams. And to the right, your wiper settings. The steering wheel is also manually tilting and telescoping. On the gauge cluster, you've got your tachometer, fuel gauge, engine temperature gauge, as well as speedometer. And then right here, the display with your outside temperature, your different information, and your odometer down below. Via these buttons, you can scroll down through your various things, go through all of that stuff. Very convenient. And then you can go back, go on your information, and get various things. It's convenient. You have side curtain airbags, grip handle for the driver, got your lights up above here, as well as traction control, surprisingly. You also got the same setup over here on the passenger side. Got your sun visor with vanity mirror, as well as light. Got an auto-dimming rearview mirror in this vehicle. Got a sunglass container. Right over here, you got your speaker as well as microphone for Bluetooth. And then right over here, you can actually control the upper sunshade. This does not have a sunroof, unfortunately. Just go ahead and press, and it's one-touch automatic. So it automatically goes back. Very convenient. And just go ahead and put it back like this. It's very convenient in case you want some sunlight getting into your Grand C-Max. Alright, that's basically it for up front. Let's go ahead and check out the back seat. Coming around to the back seat, as I said before, the Grand C-Max does have sliding doors. Just open them right up. You can see your gray cloth just carry through. Hopping inside, go ahead and close the door. You get a nice amount of room in the back seat of the Grand C-Max. I'm about 6'1". This seat is not all the way back though, but I still have a plentiful amount of leg room, as well as a nice amount of headroom. It's pretty nice back here actually. You do have cloth padding on the door panels. It's not very thick though. You got a cup holder right here, speaker down below, dual seat mat pockets on the backs of the front seats, rear air vents, as well as a 12-volt power outlet. Now as far as the seats, the seat bottom actually, believe it or not, comes up. And then right over here, you've actually got an extra seat that you can just install. And then pull on this lever. I had to put it up off camera because it's very hard to do with one hand, but you can then have a third person sitting in here. And then whenever you're done using it, you just pull on the red tab on the back, fold it down, and then you just pull up this again, and then just push it right back in. And boom, you got a nice little spot to lay stuff down there if you ever wanted to. You also do have grip handles for the back. Alright, so that's basically it for the back seat. Now let's go ahead and check out the third row of seats, which this vehicle is equipped with. To access the third row of seats, just pull this lever, I'll move the seat forward, and then right over here, just pull on the strap. Third seat goes in place. Now hopping inside. Now, the third row of seats on the Grand C-Max really is not a spot where you would want to have tall people. Like, look at this. This seat is not even all the way back, and I really do not have a lot of leg room. Headroom, there's also not much of it. However, in the back you do have cup holders, as well as little storage compartments. I'd say this third row of seats really should be reserved for smaller people. And then when you want to get out, pull on this red strap, seat goes forward, giving you enough room to get out. So let's go ahead and check out trunk space. There are 4 different ways to open up the trunk on this particular Grand C-Max. There's the button inside the car, there's a button on the key fob, there's a membrane under the Ford logo. The final way to open the trunk works in conjunction with the smart key access system. All you need to do is have the key fob on you and then kick your foot underneath the rear bumper, which will also open up the trunk. So convenient. Press the membrane, then it automatically goes up. And as you can see, you do get a very nice amount of space in the back of the Grand C-Max. 12-volt power outlet back here. Here's the seat that I was sitting in earlier. You can just fold that away. And this cargo cover was removed from right there, and you can install that, but it's always easily removable in case you want to use that third row of seats. You also got some nice illumination back here. It is overall a very nice and spacious trunk. Alright, so that's basically it for the entire car. Let's go ahead and shut it down. So all of that is going to conclude the review on the 2016 Ford Grand C-Max. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like or a comment and subscribe today if you haven't. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.